Hello and welcome. So today I thought we could work on some ATCs. I actually have signed up to do an ATC that involves storms and rain and that kind of fun stuff. So I thought that would be a fun thing to film. Also, before we get started, I totally forgot to go through that sticker book that was in my last video. So I did want to go through that and then show you a couple of new books I've gotten. So one of the books that I wanted to show you was this antiquarian book of Imaginarium, and it is a full-on sticker book. In the United States, you can get it for $25.99, and in Canada, it's $34.99. I did get it on Amazon, so I thought we could try looking through some of these beautiful pictures that are in here. I'm just going to do like a quick flip through so you can get an idea. I love how collaged these images look. And pages like this is not one big sticker, it's multiple stickers that are together, which is really cool. Like, I'll peel one up. Let me see. Here's one right here. So you can see this one is just part of it, part of the image, which is really cool. These do have lines around the stickers, so you do have to fussy cut them, but it is a really cool book, and it's one-sided. So, it kind of gives you more room to play with. So I just wanted to do a quick little flip through of that because I mentioned it and then I said I would do it at the end and then I forgot to. So my bad. But yeah, maybe we can pull some cool sticker images from there just because there's lots of cool stuff in here. Got kind of a menagerie of fun things. I like these because sometimes they're holiday oriented. Or like they'll put things like, to me this looks like summer, like they'll just do weird stuff like that, and I like that. Ooh, that's a raindrop page, that could be fun. Ooh, that lady has an umbrella, we might come back to her. But yeah, there's just all kinds of really cool pictures. I'm gonna put a little bookmark there so I don't forget that picture's there. Very similar to one of my other ones, and there are some stickers missing in this just because I've used some stickers. Ooh, there's another umbrella lady right there. We might have to come back to those. Stick that little sticker there. Because I don't think all of these are going to look exactly the same, or at least I would hope they didn't. But I don't know. Sometimes I start something and then I say it's not going to look like something, and then it totally does. So who knows? So that was that book that I didn't do a flip through of, my bad. And then I did get a couple of new collage soup books. So this one's called A Hail the Fairy Tale. So I'm just going to do a quick flip through that. It's got a lot of Alice in Wonderland themes in it. And Mother's Day is coming up, and my mother-in-law really loves Alice in Wonderland and like steampunky type stuff. So I'm definitely probably going to use some images from this to make her something. I haven't decided what I'm going to make yet, but I'll probably film that. But this book is really thick compared to other collage soup books. I feel like it's almost twice as thick as some of the other ones, and it's for about the same price. Once again, I got it on Amazon. I mean, there's so many awesome pictures in here. Like, I'm really excited to dig into this one. Like, look at those mushrooms. It's beautiful. And for this one, it doesn't say how much this one was. I want to say it was about the normal price for collage soup books, which is around $14 or $15. So I got that one. And then the other one I got was Unleash Your Goddess, because I like having like a woman in my drawings. I mean in my drawings, but in my artwork, like in my collages. So this just has a bunch of like nice women in it, because that's one of the things I feel like I cut out the most is like a beautiful woman, because I like very feminine cards. So this has a lot of really beautiful imagery in it. It's supposed to be goddess related, but remember, this is AI generated art, so just kind of keep that in mind. But yeah. Now in these ATCs, I will not be using any of my collage soup books. The person who's doing this ATC swap did ask that there was no AI art used. So I will not be using those, and instead we'll just kind of be going with our creative noodle and see what we come up with. So for this, they said they wanted like rain, thunder, lightning, and I have these really cool pieces of paper. And to me, it kind of gives me cloud vibes. So I was thinking that first I would watercolor these, just kind of some blues and maybe I will make these all similar. But I was thinking that I would give some nice watercolor and then maybe at the top of the cards do some cloud work, or something that just kind of looks like a cloud, and then kind of go from there and see what we come up with. So let's go ahead and get out our watercolors. And I'm gonna get out my Paul Rubens because they are my favorite, and really the only watercolors I actually own right now, or at least I know where they are. So I've got these, and then let me go ahead and get out my book for reference so I can see what colors they are. Let's see. There we go. And when I'm talking about that, I'm talking about my swatches. So I've got a little swatchy thing there. Put that there, and let's do some Payne's Gray. I think some Payne's Gray would look nice on these. So I'm gonna just start by coloring in the whole card that Payne's Gray color. And I believe that one is next to the green, so it's this one. I like the Payne's Gray. It's very nice. So we're just gonna kind of go in there, and I'm just gonna do a light shade first, and then we can always go back with another layer after it dries first. But I just think that that's a really beautiful base color to start with, and it's going to give us that kind of cloud vibe. Or at least to me it will. I'm just gonna let the water go where it wants to go. That's fine. This is just a background. I don't even know how much the background is gonna be showing, if we're honest. But I'm gonna do my best to make it look nice. The card is curling a bit, which is fine. There we go. All right. So there's that first card. And then go on again with this. Get it some of those lovely blues that are in there. I've come to really like the Payne's Gray. It's very pretty. I live in Missouri, and in Missouri we get storms all the time. So we get like tornado warnings, we get all the good stuff here. So if you ever come to live in Missouri, be prepared. The Midwest likes storms. I like how the saturation in this is different looking. Especially when it comes to clouds, you just don't know what you're gonna get sometimes. So we're just gonna let it get nice and rainy looking. My neighborhood's kind of older, so unfortunately when it rains, sometimes the trees will knock into the power lines, and then we won't have power for a little bit. So I wish we had some like underground ones, but you know how that goes sometimes. See, look, even though it's curling, once it started drying, it went down a bit, so I think that'll uncurl too. We'll see. If not, we can always hit it with the heat gun. I have been doing that to straighten out wrinkles. don't know. I was thinking I would need a second layer, but I kind of like how that's turning out. That looks really good. Very cloudy. Not with a chance of meatballs, though, of course. Yeah, it's just an awesome color to paint with. And it's funny, I don't really remember seeing Payne's Gray or anything like that growing up. And then I started watching all these art videos and stuff one day and started learning some names of some different colors. That looks really cool. Might also throw some wordfetti on these. I like the look of wordfetti, and we can always create our own. I like to do that as well. So that could be something fun, like maybe we could think of something. I like the type of wordfetti that makes you think about stuff. Like, I don't know, that's kind of like musing. Not amusing, but musing, like makes you, you know, kind of think and reflect. I like reflective wordfettis. There's that one. That one's starting to calm down a little bit now. Yummy. All right. And for this one, it is 7 cards, and then what happens is you get 6 back, and your 7th card goes to whoever the host is. And I found this card swap on, I'm on like a bunch of ATC swap Facebook groups because I'd like to get better at them, because I didn't really even know they were a thing till this year. And I think they're kind of brilliant, and sometimes you don't want to do a big page. Like, sometimes just a little bit of art's perfect, and it's kind of cool because it's not always like a group swap that you're doing. Sometimes you can just make the ATC cards and say, hey, this is up for trade, who wants to trade me? And then people apparently will just message you, which is kind of cool. There we go. So something like that I think is gonna look pretty cool. And that definitely gives me storm vibes for sure. That looks like clouds to me, so I'm pretty pleased with that. Give me 1 second, I just gotta go clean this brush because it's not doing what I want it to do, and I'll be right back. All right, so I went ahead and dried both sides of my cards. That way, you know, they'd be nice and workable. And so now I wanted to use these clouds in here, and I would like each of them to have parts of both. So let's see, so let's cut out some kind of like cloudy shapes. Let's do something like that, and do something like this, where it just gives some extra texture. That could be good. So let's try gluing that down and just see what one looks like that. Oops, let's open my glue first. Oh no, my corner slid away. Oh, there we go. I'm just gonna let that glue saturate this paper. And I'm gonna kind of put this in at a little bit of an angle, I think, just to give it some interest. Ooh, I love how textured that is. I need a paper towel for the glue to go. And then let's do this corner. Let's do maybe like that. That could be interesting. Or do we like it like this? I think I like it this side because I could see more of that like fibery material. So it looks like whenever this paper was made, they put like strings or something in it. So it's really interesting. I'll hold it up here in a minute after I get it glued on, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about here. It's really yummy looking paper, if I do say so myself. Oh, I was hoping for that to be up a little bit further, like that. Might need a little bit more glue under that piece. Make it like that. It's very fibery. See, it's like its own like little fibers in it, and you can see that there's like little strings and stuff. I don't know, I really liked the texture of it. I'm not sure it certainly says storm, but hopefully by the time we're done with these it will. So we'll see. Okay, let's do some more of that. Maybe we can alternate which sides are showing. That'll be fun. Do it at a cool angle. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'll alternate each side I do it on just for fun. I'm gonna try putting the glue down first. This is so fibrous that it's kind of having, it felt like it was having some issue sticking to just the fiber. So I'm gonna try that. There we go. I can cut off that little edge there. Here we go. If it dries with some glue on there, I'm totally fine with that because it might even give us some texture of some sort, which I'm okay with. Go. So we've got some fibers there. We've got this one next. just kind of get crazy with it and see what happens. Make our own little worlds. And maybe some of them don't even have to be corners. They can just be wild and free clouds. Trying to see how this one will look if I play with it some. Maybe something like that. Trying not to fall in love with my watercolor clouds because I do love the way they look, but I know that I'm going to be gluing things over them, so I'm just trying not to fall too terribly in love with it, because that would cause some problemos and I wouldn't be able to make it into what it's supposed to be, you know? We want it to be what it was made to be. Something beautiful. Got a little bit on the edge there, so we'll cut that off. And these are the standard ATC sizes, so they're 3.5 by 2.5 inches. That's the standard size that's traded in the United States, it sounds like. So that is what I went with. That, and we can put this guy up here. And a little more right there. And I'm not a very fancy person, I'm just using Elmer's glue. So I've not had any problems yet with it. So I just used that. And I've got, shoot, I've still got stuff from elementary school that has Elmer's glue on it that has survived all these years. Okay, so we've got this one. Don't really know what this paper is called. You can actually go on Etsy or eBay or any of those places, and sometimes people will sell just random textured fabric bits. I like buying those because it gives me an opportunity to try things that maybe I've never tried before. Like I've never used this kind of paper before, and it seems like it glues really well, which is nice to know. So it just kind of gives you the ability to try something new that you probably would have never known existed. So I definitely like stuff like that. I like trying new things that are weird and different. So yeah, I definitely like that. Maybe this one can go like that. And maybe we can... I think we're gonna need a different dark piece. Let's do... something like that. Okay. Oops, I don't think I have very much glue down here. There we go. The nice thing is because this is so fibrous, it's just soaking into whatever this paper is, so it's great. Perfectly great. And then got our last one here. Something like that. Okay. I actually really like those clouds there. I'm gonna flip this one. That way we can still see those really cool colors. There we go. And it's not really moving the watercolor around a little bit, so or it's not really moving that watercolor, so it's good. I like that a lot because we want to keep our watercolor. Okay. Uh-oh. Took too long to get it down. There we go. All right, something like that. That looks good. I like those a lot. Okay, and then I really liked these ladies with the umbrellas. Maybe we could do something with that. Let's see what they looked like here. There's two of them that I saw. Let's see. Oh, I do have an Asian one too, but we've got this lady here with the umbrella, and then I also saw, where was that other bookmark at? There's a little lady right here with one too. So we can do something with those two. I have another one of these type of sticker books. I wonder if I have more, because there's 7. Let's see. 7 cards, I mean. So let's take a look here. Let's see, I have this second book here, but I think this is mostly like museum quality stuff. Because this is the the Cabinet of Curiosities Smithsonian one. I don't know if that's really going to have what we're looking for in it, or I would be a little surprised if it did. So I don't think there are many people in this one. It was more animals. Yeah, so we'll stick to this one. Maybe we can find some more people with umbrellas. I'd like at least 2 of them, those 2, to be in it. But let's see here. Let's go ahead and take out that first lady. Let's see here. Here she is. She is almost as tall as the thing. Okay. So, and I'm peeling her out. Sorry, I'm doing it on off camera for a second because I'm trying not to rip these stickers because they're kind of a little bit of a pain sometimes to pull out. It's funny, they're very sticky to the book, but not to like what you need them to be sticky on. Okay, so we've got this lady. She is a bit tall, so I'm going to cut her down. I'm going to try to get rid of some of these, some of this extra filigree around her. So let's make her about that long. So cut her down a little bit, and then I'm going to fussy cut a bit around her edges. I'm not gonna get it perfect, you know, I'm not that kind of fussy cutter. I just want to remove some of the edges so that looks more natural, because I would like my painting to stand out more than whatever they've got going on. And this sticker. Ah! Oh my gosh, the doorbell rang and it scared the crap out of me. Oh, that has to be my son doing that. Oh my gosh, that scared me. Okay, I think that looks good. Give me one moment and I'll go see what's going on with that. Turns out I accidentally locked them out of the house. Oops. All right, anyway. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some glue on the back of these. Oops, there we go. Gonna rub it in. It's like I said, I don't trust these. I've used these as stickers before many times, and each time I do, they roll up. So definitely, even if your sticker book was expensive, I would highly recommend gluing them anyway. So I'm gonna do that. Oh yeah, that's very pretty. Okay. And then where did my other image go? It was similar. Let's see. That lady, she looks very similar to the other one. So I'm gonna use this one. So one moment while I just get that out. And for her, I'm gonna cut her down again. I don't want any of that red on there because it's not really part of our color scheme. So maybe I can put her with one of these other ones that has like longer stuff going on. We can try that. Pretty lady though. I love parasols, they're so pretty. When I was a kid, I used to have like a white parasol that I would twirl around outside because I thought it was fancy. What a lovely singing voice. Are you singing to Rowena?
I am. Hello, internet friends.
Hello.
Precious doggy.
That's my husband, Mason. He speaks dog and whale. Awesome attributes. Yeah, I like her. She's very pretty. Let's see. We could do her in the corner here. Put her on this one. I think I'll put her on this one because this one kind of goes down a little bit further. So I'm feeling like it kind of makes sense there. Do you need your TV on, Ronan?
Excuse me. It turns on by itself like this. It turns on by itself.
Or with the power of Mother? Because that was not by itself, silly.
Daddy, Daddy, can I tell you something?
Yeah, Rona, what is it?
Help me do the picture of our...
Oh, Daddy's petting Rowena right now.
Daddy, hurry! Victor's coming.
No, he's not.
Yes.
Ronan, you know how to do the Victor part.
Victor von Krankensnoot.
All right.
That Victor.
So give me a moment to look through my book. I'm just going to see if I can find some more umbrella people. One moment. Okay, so I did find some other stickers I think will work out. First of all, I found some cats with umbrellas, which is really cute. And then I found some ladies that looked like they were trying not to get rained on. So they don't have umbrellas, but I think they're gonna work. So let's do the cats and umbrellas first. So I'm just gonna peel up this sticker. You're probably not gonna see this part very well on camera because I'm trying not to rip the stickers. Come on, little friend. Come on.
Oh, my part's almost done, guys.
Good job, buddy.
There we go. Look at how cute that kitty with it is. So, let's see here. Let's do this with one that has like a shorter cloud. Maybe this one here. Cute. And unfortunately we're gonna have to cut part of this cat off. And who knows, maybe I could use the other half of this cat for something, so I'm just gonna put the other half of that cat back in the book. Cause who knows, maybe I'll have a collage or something where I can use that with. I think this will be pretty cute. And this is very intricate, so I'm gonna actually leave the cuts on this one because it's not like these other umbrellas where it was covering these leaves that made it easy. These ones are a little bit harder, and at least it has a blue border, so it'll be okay. I'm not real worried about it. I just want it to look nice.
Look what I did. The power cord is coming up.
Oh, good job, bud.
I did this one all by myself.
What a big boy.
There we go. Gonna go like that. For the cat friends. And then the other one, just like that. I'm not gonna really fussy cut these either, because there's no way I would ever be able to fussy cut around the umbrella pole. So 1 second while I pull that out of the book. Here it is, and this is what the full cats look like to that. So I'm just gonna cut them off, and I'm gonna keep their bellies again. Because who knows? You never know when you need good fodder. Okay, and on this one, let's do maybe this one. Or this one, just because this lightens them up a bit. Yeah, do that. Oops, we're sliding around on the card. There we go. Just like that. So that's pretty cute. Okay, so we need 3 more. And I was thinking, let's see here. On one of these pages, there was a lady that looked like she was trying to like escape the rain or something. So I'm gonna use her. Now, is that what she's actually doing? I don't know, but that's what she's doing here. Yeah, so this one right here I think would look really good. It looks like she's just trying to stay out of the rain. Yeah. So here's what we'll do with her. Chop her down. And then maybe on that one. She looks pretty good. And then what else do I got in here? I had at least one other one bookmarked, and then we just might have to get creative with that last one. Yeah, here's another girl who's wearing a hat, and I think she's actually bowing, but I think if I put her at the right angle, she's gonna look like she's trying to avoid the rain. And then I'll just need one more. So this girl right here, I think she looks pretty good. I might fussy cut her out a bit though. Okay. Maybe we can like draw some water coming down from her hat eventually or something like that. That'd be kind of cute. Okay. I just like how she's kind of like ominously looking up at the sky like, I don't know about this. Do her like that. And let's see. I actually think I do have one last girl, but we will fussy cut her because she's got pink around her and that pink is not gonna look good with this. So get her. So I like her because she's looking up. Her color scheme is a little bit different than these other ones that have darks and blues. I think that's okay. So I'm just gonna cut her out real quick. Might even make it to where I don't even have to cut out her arms or anything. And just have her look up at the sky like, oh, that doesn't look good. Maybe I should have kept that. That made her kind of short, but that's okay. Okay. And then what we can do is we can take a Posca and just make some rain. Like that. I like the look of the sideways rain, just because it looks more like rain, I guess, from a storm. Okay, got that one. Got this lady who's been caught in the rain. And then this one here who's just looking up at the rain, like, huh. Bless you. And then this lady. And then I was thinking that we could do some quotes of some sort, like, or just like a little, I don't know, just maybe some little things. I like little stuff like that, so. Let's see here. Trying to think of what something good would be. Maybe this one can say something like, stay strong even when caught in a storm. or stay strong. Rain can't tear you down, something like that. Okay, let's try that. Stay strong. Rain eventually dries. I think I've got enough glue on this side.
Daddy, my Shrek hurt. I did do Mr. Sherpa, but it did not work, Daddy.
I'm sorry.
There we go. Stay strong. Rain eventually dries.
It's very important for you.
Is it very, very important?
Yes.
I like that.
You have to do this. You can't do this, Daddy. You can't do this. You can do this. Go, Daddy, go. 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 Come on. Yes.
Oh, you can do this part, Roman.
Yeah. Yeah, but I just did.
Let's see. Maybe I'd share my umbrella with you.
Uh-oh. Daddy, more of them. Look. Okay, there's more. Well, there's even another tank.
Something like that.
Daddy, there's more of them. And there's even another tank. Huh? Mr. Bob is here to kill. Don't go that way.
Ministers are up.
Hey, Daddy.
Here you go, buddy. I beat all your bosses.
Why, thank you.
You were welcome.
You're supposed to go this way.
That's Pigglety Pigglety.
Hey, let's see which way. Oh. Wait a moment. We gotta do something.
Okay, you do something.
Maybe this one is. Sometimes I want to dance in the rain.
You forgot to do something, Daddy.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll try harder next time.
Hey, Daddy, can you help me get up to that card up there?
Well, Daddy's not sure how to get that one, buddy. Daddy hasn't figured that one out yet.
This one might be a little long, but there's a lot of open space there, so I'm gonna try this. Sometimes I pretend I'm young again and dance in the rain.
I guess we'll have to go over that one.
Maybe sometimes I just want to dance in the rain. I think that's still too long, so let's try this. Sometimes I want to dance in the rain. I like that. Let's see here. Relax. Enjoy the tempo. Of the rain. That also seems pretty long. Let's do relax. Enjoy the rain.
I want to get that 99 jetpack.
Or relax, wash away your stress. I like that better. Because this lady looks more relaxed than anything to me. I think that looks pretty good. Okay. This one I'm going to say even storms can be beautiful. Let's see here. I'm trying to think of what I can do about these two. Maybe you can weather the storm. Maybe with our cat one we can be silly and be like, the rain will never find me under here. That'd be funny. Because cats don't like water, you know, har har. That pretty well does it, guys. So I'll hold up each of them individually so you can kind of get a better look at them. I've got this one. Stay strong, the rain eventually dries. We've got sometimes I just want to dance in the rain. Even storms can be beautiful. I'd share my umbrella with you. Relax, wash away the stress. The rain won't find me under here. And you are strong enough to weather the storm. Well, Thank you for joining me, and I appreciate you. Hope everyone has a great day. Bye.